Hello everyone, welcome to Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph. Anyway, so today I thought we would look at one of my Chinese Privets. They're also called, well actually, the proper name is a ligustrum, and we're going to be looking at this one, just here. And I've got a couple of them, and I've had several more in the past. Now, I tend to, actually no, wait, let's say this properly. I don't have an issue looking after them, I have an issue when it comes to repotting them. So I'll do all the work correctly, but they tend to die on me after that. I don't know why. Because they're really easy to look after. It's a privet. They're dead easy. But I don't know why they tend to die on me. So, I had one that I repotted last year, and I did all the work fine. The root prune was fine. I have loads of roots, and it sulked for 12 months. I'll show you that one. It's not even like it's a small tree. It just doesn't like me. So that's this one. You can see it's got a decent sized trunk on it. So if I compare it to, sorry, I've got an itchy head. The branches. So that's my thumb. So my thumb next to it, you know, it's fatter than my thumb, and it goes all the way up to here. It's a decent sized tree, and I've let it grow off because obviously it sucked all year. It only shot out at the end of summer. I don't get these trees. I just don't get them. So I let it do its thing all year for the rest of the year. It shot out. I let it grow for the rest of September. Hence why it's so large, and it's been in the greenhouse since. And yeah, so this one needs a trim. And because I'm so scared about them dying, that repot's done. It's now in bonsai soil, it's fine. This little one, this is doing really well. This had a repot. I did this, instead of doing it in spring, I thought, let's experiment. I did it towards the start of summer. And, do you know what? It did better. Didn't sulk, didn't do nothing. I treated it as though it was a tropical tree. I did it early summer. Hasn't skipped a beat, but instead of having it outside all year round, I took it inside with my tropical trees. Again, it's grown all year, but it's not a tropical tree. And by the way, for some of you that obviously don't live in the UK, I'm from the UK, it's a shrub. It's a part of the, as I say, it's a ligustrum, so it's part of the privet family. We have privets over in the UK that it's an evergreen. It's not a tropical tree, although, you know, it sort of goes to sleep, but it stays green all year round. So it's not supposed to stay. It's not. Look, this one's in. It's you know, shooting out because it's been in the heat when my tropical's growing. So that's doing really well. Yeah, and yes, I understand that these ones are Chinese. They're from that continent, so I don't really have too much luck. So this one over here, with this larger one here, they've been in the greenhouse and had a sleep, so they're doing really well. It's for me personally, it's the repots. So the big one I repotted late spring last year and it sulked. So I'm going to do this one early spring and see how I get on with it. I don't want to bring them inside. I want to leave them outside. So I know that they survive outside in the greenhouses. I've got no issue. So this is the big one, and let me just shuffle it back this way. It's still on the bench. So this one's got nice shoots. There you go. It's starting to grow. and it's healthy, it's green. Let me go get this one. This one, because of the poor soil, sorry, I'm talking to the tree, I should be talking to you guys. Because of the poor soil, oh, if you can see the leaves, they're actually yellow in colour, and they should be a nice rich green colour. So the poor soil is doing nothing to help this tree at all. So I actually need to get it out. And if I lift it out, is it going to lift out? I did water these before. So you can see, I've got root growth. Get you in. I've got tips just there that are starting to grow. They're nice and white. And the same underneath. Oh, you can see, there you go, look at that. It's holding way too much water. So I need to change this soil urgently. It's not doing anything for the tree. So I don't want to continue to waffle, but this tree is not in the best health, and it is starting to. So I've got the tips. Move that one. So the tips on this one are starting to shoot as well. So this is the right time to do the root work on this one as well. So I'm going to get this one done. I don't want it to sulk. I'm going to get it in my bonsai soil. I'm going to do a nice root prune, and I'm going to put it straight back in the polytunnel. I'm going to look after it, and I'm going to have to do a prune on top as well and bring it back down, because these are so high up. All these branches, they need pruning back down. Anyway, we're going to get onto this, but if anyone in the UK can help me out on why I have such issues with these when it comes to root pruning, and the aftercare. It's not necessarily the aftercare. I don't have any issues with the aftercare. I just do what I do. Back in the polytunnels, no drama. They just sulk. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys do with these trees. I mean, it's a privet. It shouldn't be difficult. Anyway, let's get on the bench and get this root work done. Stop waffling, Christoph. Come on. Get into it. See you in a minute. Woo! There we go, all set. And before I get into the roots, if anyone's wondering what the difference between a Chinese privet is and an English privet, here's an English privet. They're from the same sort of family, as I say, but they are slightly different in comparison. So the leaves on these ones, on the UK ones, are quite a lot darker in colour. They are more straight, where the Chinese ones, if you have a look, the leaves are a little bit more wrinkled. I mean, they can be more straight and shapely, but as they grow wrinkled. And quite cool. Do like these trees. But generally they grow the same as well. The bark and all that are pretty much the same. They do grow quite gnarly, and they're the same sort of pattern. English one. I did do a video on this, and then as I come to try and edit it, I noticed all my files were corrupted, and that was last year, so I didn't get a video out. But I will get a repot on this one done soon, so keep that in mind. I'll try and get one out for you guys. Let's get back into this one. Repotting time. On this ligustrum Chinese privet. Let's see what we're working with. Plenty of lovely roots, as I've shown you before. But look at all that water just dripping off. So because this is holding on to so much water. That's probably one of the reasons why the tree is yellow in colour, overwatering. But it's not necessarily overwatering because I'm just watering at the correct time. It's just that the tree itself can't use the water that it's been given, because the soil, there's so much roots in here, and the soil itself's crap basically. It's just not able to get rid of it. That's why we need to get it in a proper bonsai soil, so the excess water can just drain away. The tree can use what it needs to use. The tree can be in a healthier state. The leaves can be a nice rich green colour, not a horrible tinge of yellow. This is the original soil that I got it in, and as I say, I don't want to kill these trees. Yeah, you can see what I do. Like every other tree that I have, do the same process. No different from any other tree when it comes to my root work. I follow the same process, the same steps. Go from the trunk outwards, radially. We want the roots nice and radial. Don't want any crossing roots. So this root here is coming round. So I need to try and detangle this. It's going round. I don't want to snap it yet. The soil's just coming away nicely, with it being nice and wet. So I've got this long root here, goes round, gotta pull, bring that across. See if we can pull these roots out. Not yet. I need to move the tree around, see if I can detangle it. Got plenty of roots. I'm gonna have no problems whatsoever when it comes to cutting these back. All these branches are in my way. So I can see, yeah, I've got, can you see actually? Yeah, you can. You can see all these ones running right across. Plenty of them. Let's get these out. Let's try and detangle this mess. There you go, because the soil's nice and wet. I'll just pull some of these roots right across. Not messing about. Not snapping anything. So this big one goes right across, all the way around. Yeah, look at that, nice and easy. Looks like we've got a really nice root system as well, considering the roots were a bit pot bound. We've got nice fine fibrous roots. Okay, doing really well so far. I might have said that too soon. Let's hope for the best. Expect for the worst, as they said. Because I say I have trouble with the roots. Well, you have to care with the roots on this. Every time I do a root prune on one of these, it tends to, well, I have issues with it. I just want to show you exactly that I don't do anything different from one tree to another. And then I don't root prune heavily. or anything daft. I just want to show you exactly how I go about it, and then that I'm not doing anything silly. So there we go, we're up to this sort of stage here at the moment. There's plenty of roots. The only thing I'm going to do at the moment is I've got one big massive root here that comes down and then angles off. I'm just going to bring that back because it's in the wrong direction, and I've got the same one here and here that I can see of, so I just need to move those out. And I've got one root that does the same just there. So for now, and I've got one big root under here that does the same, just that one. Oops. So for now, that's all I've took off. I'm just going to go and wash the root system. So you can see how big the root system is. Just going to go and wash that out. So first thing, just going to look underneath, and I just want to flat bottom it. So I've got a couple of roots I just need to take off. So these ones, I'm just going to bring them in. Take that there. It's just going in the wrong direction. So is this one here. Bring that back. So these are the nice, all these white tips here, these are the new roots. I'm just going to bring them back, making sure they're going in the right direction that I want. Anything that's just going in the wrong direction, I'm just going to nip the ends off, just so that's all in the correct direction. So this one's all higgledy-piggledy, just going to bring it back to there, where it's not. This one, move everything outwards. There we go, that goes up. I'm just going to take that back there. These ones, all a little bit too high for my liking, just going to snip them back. This one at the back. Let me put you on a spinny table. There we go. That's a little bit better. Spin it round. So as you can see, this lot all comes from, let's move this section so it's this all comes from this section here, so I'm just going to take it off. It's all too high. I don't want it coming from there. Just going to remove it. Same from this section as well. Everything else coming from a nice radial, nice and radial. I've got one a little bit lower. Everything else moves down nicely. I do like to make this sort of section, because it's low, I like to bring it all through down, nice cascading. So I will have to just remove that little section there. There's my root hook. See if I can get rid of that dirt. I need to, come on, open these roots up. I feel like there's two roots just down here as well I can't get to. And I've got, just here, I need to remove this top root. I've got a big root here, and then just underneath it I've got two roots that are better suited, so I'm going to remove this larger one. If I can just come in, take the smaller one, this gives me access to that one. Let's tidy that up. So now I've got the two roots that I would like to keep. Got this root here that's growing funny angle, just going to cut that back. I don't want it growing up. Take that out. In terms of pot, I've gone for this nice cola kind of looking pot. So in the sun it's like a cola sort of colour. It's got a nice little tinge of black and brown in there. So let's get this potted up. Mounted it just in the middle, so hopefully we can get it all into the nooks and crannies just under the tree. So I'm going to go something like this, edging it just to the right slightly. Get this in, just there. Try and move these roots out of the way because I don't want to be damaging them as I tie the tree down. I want to make sure these roots are all nicely spread out in the pot. I'm going to get myself a nice good root flare here, and then any more crossing roots I see, I just want to give them a good. So I've got one more here that bends off at a funny angle. Just going to take that out. And another one here. Oh, there's a bumblebee. There we go. That's all in. Trees all in, nice and secure, so I'll give you a little look there. Now I just need to be working on the top now. We need to bring it down, but first things first, I'm just going to give it a good watering. Now you can see the colour of this pot better from this angle, and the fact that it's wet as well. So you can see it's got like a nice coal colour tinge to it. Well, you can see relatively better anyway at this angle. If the sun had come back out, you can see an awful lot better. But anyway, so now we just need to give it some sort of trim, because as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. So just gonna start with this long gangly branch here. I'm gonna remove it completely, as it's not part of my design at all. And this thing's massive, as you can tell. It needs that cut up. I'm also just going to take this section off, as it's died off. And this one died off as well. Bring that back. That does bring it back to there. And there. And I've got a plane going over. This section is died off as well. Just snip that. And if I move you around the back, I'm just going to bring these back as well. Just here. I'm not going to do anything major structurally wise. I'm just bringing things back in, just so that the tree's not got too much energy to stress it out. Just want to bring it in. I mean, it's had a repot. We've removed the roots. I want to make sure the tree's got enough strength and energy to be able to push out, develop those roots without stressing out anywhere else. So everything's just going to be brought back in. Let me bring you up so you can see I've got these sections that go all the way up. I need to either A, remove them, or B, take them off completely. So this one I'm just going to come in and remove completely. There's no need for it. I'm going to remove this one down here, bring it all the way back in. This part grows inwards towards the tree, I'm going to get rid of it. So we'll start doing something here. I've got a shoot on the inside here, get rid of that. Dead part here, another shoot on the inside of the tree. Let's remove this back branch. So if I spin you around, you can see it properly here. This one, this is way too long. I'm just going to bring it in. Probably won't even use it in the future, but for now I'm just going to bring it in. And then this one here again, too long. As you can see, why I probably won't use it, because ladder branch. Might use that one and not that one, but again, don't know yet. Make those decisions later on. As I say, just cleaning it up. That one's dead. I'm just going to take that off and clean it. Just going to take that out. Bring it back to a pair. Inside, let's clean that up. Bring it back to a pair. Bring it back to a pair. Nice, easy decisions. Anything dead needs to go. Anything else, just bring it back to a pair. No fuss, no messing about. That's on the inside. Let's just get rid of that. And that one as well. There we go. stretch over. Tree now looks naked. Whoop. Let's clear them dead bits up as well while we're here. Stretch over. There you go. And I've got one on the inside here I can get rid of. Okay, so the tree looks really naked, but the really nakedness means the tree has got less energy to be putting out into all that silly growth that we don't need. So I'll let you have a look properly. Let's move out a little bit. There you go. So the tree's not got growth in all the wrong places and silly long growth for energy to be wasted. The tree's got the minimum amount for the roots that we've just took off to put out all the new shoots and new shoots down in the roots. So that's what we're working with. Nothing too drastic, just a quick trim. I say probably get rid of that branch shortly, but I'll just let it push out. So there we go, and that's what I've just removed, as well as that really long branch there and another one. I could do cuttings, but I'm not going to bother. So that's my Chinese privet, also known as the ligustrum. That's all root pruned. I haven't done anything different, as I say, to anything else that you would go and root prune. Techniques are exactly the same. Don't take too much off. I just take the normal amount. I do the aftercare as normal. I've also took a lot of the long leggy growth up at the top. So I honestly don't know what I do wrong. It's there, and I'll put it over in the greenhouse as soon as we're done with this video, and I will look after it, and fingers crossed I won't have any issues, and it doesn't sulk like the last one. I can't be doing another 8 to 12 months of it sulking like the last one did. Babied that one. I mean, it's doing really well now, but I can't be doing it with another baby in. So please let me know if anyone has any issues like I do over in the UK, or is it just normal for these things to just miserable? So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, and please leave down in the comments below, let me know how you get on with these trees. Is it just me and my terrible luck? Do I just find niggly trees that just don't like to be looked after? As I say, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.